I'm trying to order the material, but then it has a natural chaos as well.
The way you go about making something has to be very deliberate.
There is a place for objects that are made by head, hand, and heart and are used that way. I'm a sculptor.
I'm a silversmith.
I'm a glassmaker.
I am a potter.
I suppose I'm a maker.
When I see a piece of wood that really has promise for me, it's almost kind of a visceral thing, like I can taste it. It's just very satisfying when you get a design that works with the patterns that the wood itself has, because you get this nice blend of human-imposed geometry with sort of a natural geometry that's from the tree itself. My name is Josh Metcalf, and I've been a furniture maker since 1973, and I'm here in South Pomfret, Vermont. I didn't go to school studying furniture making. I had learned from working in leather during my summers that I really did like working with my hands. I didn't have an arts background at all. I really didn't know anything about design, but you know, I was sort of young and arrogant, and I just thought anything I did by definition had to be wonderful. I bought a little bit of equipment and off I went, and I've been unemployed ever since. I think self-education is the best kind of education. There's no teacher like experience, that's for sure. A lot of things your body just learns. It's a sort of muscle memory thing. It's not really an intellectual process. But woodworking is a nice blend of both. You know, there's aspects of engineering in it, the design and the way you go about making something has to be very deliberate. I don't make all the decisions ahead of time, because there are lots of times when something seems right on paper, but then when you're actually putting it together, you look at it and you think, no, I really think that ought to be a little thinner, or I think that edge should be done a little differently. There just are some objects that are a subtle delight to be around or pick up or handle or whatever. I just like it when I resonate with objects, and it, you know, could be a lowly spatula or a nice piece of furniture. I can just tell when something has that kind of integrity. I probably have well over 100 planes. I use some more than others. Some of them are just sort of natural friends, and other ones are kind of I don't know why I don't like that hand plane, but I don't. It just seems like the way life should be, that your work is kind of what you'd be choosing to do even if you weren't paid for it, and that it's immediate enough that you don't have to sort of formally leave home to go work. That was an early ambition of mine, and I'm glad I succeeded in achieving it. I have a 50-foot commute. I like the philosophy of something that's been beautifully built on the inside, and yet on the outside it's beguilingly simple. As soon as I saw the Ming period, Chinese antiques, I was just smitten. It seemed like the sort of opposite emphasis to the Western approach. And I think that it was studying them that really made me feel like it would be a rewarding thing to build. I'm kind of a traditionalist at heart. There's something very rewarding about feeling like you're continuing something that humans have been doing since the Egyptians. I'm not really out to make a big ego statement. I kind of like the tradition of the somewhat anonymous craftsman. I'm sort of a funny combination of 19th century and 21st century. You know, I really love my laptop. But there's a really interesting contrast between computers and what I do, because I mean, each one is completely interchangeable with the next. Furniture's kind of the other way around. Every single piece has got its own sort of individuality, and hopefully will last for hundreds of years. A computer is obsolete within, 3 years maybe? I'm definitely enough of a New Englander that the thought of planned obsolescence really is offensive to me. It's always been my terror that I might stop by at a yard sale and see something I'd made for $1,000 for sale at the yard sale for $10, but it's never happened, thank God. People tend to continue to treasure what I've made, and that's certainly a motive. I mean, when I'm making things, I try to make them so I figure they'll be around long after I am. Viola.